right.
It says we're live now.
Well, how about that? I can't tell you how many people are checking us out, but hey, we're there.
I don't know. Anybody out there? Bueller?
Bueller.
What movie is that from?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Well, we got 4 people.
Oh, well, I better check
Billy
it
Brew's here.
Well, I'm here. Yeah, we got 4.5. So.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah. Great.
All right. We lost someone. Son of a. We lost someone.
Bunch of quitters.
That's right. They probably had to run off to an AA meeting.
Priorities.
Bad, Brian. Bad, Brian.
Yeah.
All right. We got 5 people, so I guess we'll get this shindig. 7 people. They're starting to pop on. Louis, what did you do this week?
This week I did some body work on the Lovebird. I sealed everything with epoxy primer last night, and I put her back in the bird cage. She's not here no more.
That's it?
That's it.
What about that gun?
What I just said, I put some epoxy primer on. Oh yeah, I used the Temu gun. It worked excellent. That's because the guy behind the gun is excellent.
Right.
Huh.
If I had Hemingway's typewriter, I could type just like and write just like Hemingway.
Is that all it takes?
That's all it takes. When I was sold young, you just had
but back in that day, it wasn't the same as we do today. Yeah. Those were not word processors.
No.
I'm not sure if anyone knows who Hemingway is that's listening to this or watching this.
Oh.
Probably just Pops and I. That's about it. All right, so we have Wayne is on board. Richard Dube is on board. Howard Russell,
James.
Billy Brew, and Mr. Judkins, I presume.
James. That's his name.
James.
Yeah.
James.
Nice. I wonder how his buddy's doing. I forgot his name. That guy we were razzing about a couple weeks back.
What was his name? Glenn?
It might have been Glenn. I got to ask James how Glenn's doing. So
let's find out. Jim Jim CD 81859 is here.
Nice.
Howdies. Well, John, what did you do this week?
I made a mess.
Oh.
I did fire the engine up, which was great. I only run for what 2 seconds, but that was pretty impressive. But then I thought, well, I got motivated. I got home from work, threw the transmission on, got the transmission lines on, all bolted in, torque converter installed, and I dumped fluid in it, 8 quarts, and it came back out through the pan. There's a hole in the pan, which wasn't there before, but it happens. So I got to pull the transmission pan after I've now oiled my entire floor because I didn't realize I did that. So
you had like a pool of blood.
Yeah, it's what it looks like your garage floor from all that color sanding and all that red paint.
Oh yes, I understand that. Well, maybe that hole was for circulation.
Yeah, keep it flushed. You gotta keep that transmission fluid fresh.
Yeah.
Keep clean. So.
Yeah, you don't want old fluid in there.
No, you don't want that old fluid.
But this just lets the dirt out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the dirt that settles in the bottom.
And when it stops leaking, it means either so much dirt it plugged up the hole or you ran out of fluid.
One of the two.
Yes.
One of the two. Yeah. James says crime scene spill.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, funny joke about that. This must have been 20 years ago. I was in a friend's shop in New Mexico, and one of his workers cut his finger, and there was blood dripping on the floor as he was walking to the bathroom.
Well, leaving a trail.
Yeah. And he came out, and he's like, who the hell is leaking hydraulic fluid? And I was like, that's blood. And I'm like, oh, wait, okay. Humor. That's humor, apparently. It's not hydraulic fluid, it's blood. But, quick question. Has any of you guys used Eastwood's epoxy primer?
I have not. So,
Louis?
No.
None of us have. There, Wayne. Howard says, Lewis, I ordered the spray gun from Temu today after watching your video. Should I be afraid of using it because I'm not near as good as you?
I want to take something out. I was talking to John earlier today, and I told him I'm going to share in a future video. But due to the fact he bought the gun, I'll share it right now. the cup that it comes with and the collar is no good. So run to Harbor's Freight and get the Spectrum system. It comes with a cup, it comes with the disposable liners, and it comes with its own collar. I don't have no problems with that one. It works great. But the one that came with the gun, absolutely garbage. But the gun is great.
Did it leak on you?
No.
No?
Once I started tightening it up and I saw I didn't have a good, sealed, I said it's over. I'm not gonna, risk the chance of leaks and blah blah blah. So I have two more like that one. One from Harbor's Freight, the other one's from Amazon. They work great. Now the one that came with the gun, junk.
Okay, so ditch the cup.
Ditch the cup, keep the liners and the lids, but the cup, throw it away.
Okay.
Good to know.
Let's see. Billy Bruce says, John, would you recommend one of the welders you previewed? How much were they?
Well, actually, I like both of them. I actually did 3 welders now. All 3 did what I expected, but I really like the Arc Captain one. That's the one I'm continuing to use, and it's about the middle of the road when it comes to price. They were about $300. I don't know where they're at now. The Yes welder was a DP 200 model. I really liked it a lot too, but I think they're going about $600.
Wow.
But the Arc Captain one did everything I needed and then some. So I guess if I was going to pick one, I'd probably go that way because of the money, because you're not going to be using it every day full time at a job. So I really feel that it would exceed expectations or work well, and save you a few bucks. I guess if I was going to say, I do the Arc Captain one. I forgot the model, but
Is that the duty cycle on that? Does it have a limit?
it has a duty cycle, and I was going to look into it, but I never did. I haven't found it.
You haven't found it?
Yeah, I haven't pushed
But
it.
yours still works.
Yeah, it still works.
Okay.
Yeah, it still burns.
Are all those gas? Or are they all flux?
No, it is either way. It's either or, but I have my set on the bottle. So
Okay.
I'm a baby. I have a bottle. So
Let's see.
I'm not an expert flux core welder like Louie there.
Yeah, Louis, I've tried doing the flux and it just.
I don't know. I think Bondo Bailey would give Louie a run.
Yeah, I called that guy out. He never reached out to me.
I would like to see that. So
Yeah, I would have loved that.
Just come down to Oklahoma, Louis. You'll find him.
John, I have a question about the welders, or if you ever used a welding unit. I seen some units that even come with plasma cutters.
oh yeah, multi-processor has all the goodies built in.
Yeah, have you ever
these
used
are
one?
TIG welders. They do TIG, MIG, flux core, and stick welding. I might not do the plasma cutting, but they do. It's multi-processor.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
I don't have one that does the plasma cutting. I just don't use the plasma cutter. I have one. I just never use it.
Mm.
So Wayne wants to know, what do you guys use for epoxy sealer?
I like the PPG stuff, but they prepare to mortgage your house to buy it now. That's my first pick. I like it. It's been really good. It lays out fine, just a little spendy. Other than that, sometimes I use the TransStar stuff depending on what I'm working on.
I use Summit. I have used Summit, and I have used House of Color. Yep. If you guys see the video that I painted Ladybird, I actually sealed it with the gray epoxy from Summit, and then I gave it the blue color, which was an epoxy too, but it was House of Colors brand. Way more expensive, by the way. Way more expensive. I mean, I think a quart was almost $100. I'm telling you, like $70-something. By the time it's shipped, you're hitting almost $100. But if you want a good epoxy and friendly budget, Summit is excellent. I love it. I mean, I never had no problems with it, and so far I've been using it. The Lovebird is my second project with it, and I like it.
Nice.
Doesn't cost too much either. It's under $100 for the catalyst and the epoxy.
Oh yeah, this is better. Yeah. Hey Brian, you didn't tell us what you've been up to the last week.
Oh, I painted some fenders and a hood and stuff. Which it came out really good. Not perfect, but way better than the last time.
Wait, nice. Round one. So
round one?
Yeah. Okay.
Round one of the yeah. But I think when I go to do the door jams this weekend, if we have no rain's been pushed to Sunday. So if I can paint tomorrow, if I do the door jams and the trunk jam, I'm going to add a little bit more reducer.
Yep.
So like 1.5 more, just kind of thin it out a little bit, and it's see if that helps out any. It's in the door jams, no big deal.
Brian, since you got the fenders off, paint the cow shoulders.
Yes. Well, I can't paint those.
No, you can't paint one of them because it's got a special autograph on it.
Because John signed one. I'm going to clear coat.
So clear coat that side.
Yeah.
Clear coat one side and the other side painted.
Yep.
It has the original super rare color on that car on those panels. So that's the only place you're going to get to match it if you ever wanted to change it back.
Yep. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear it and make sure it's good to go. And then paint the rest of it all. Other than that, I got the car back in so I can start doing some of that kind of stuff. And still need to work on the brakes. Still no brakes. Mushy still. So I bought one of those $5 self-bleeders.
Okay.
And I used it on the Titan this week. And it's not a one-person job because you have to like hold the bottle and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a one-way valve.
Yep.
So the wife got in and she went 1, 2, 3. And I said, do it again, 1, 2, 3. And then took it for a test drive and all 4.
Nice. All right.
So I'll back to the bird. Somewhat easier, I think, No.
I have to do a video how I bleed them by myself here at home. I don't have the cool little check valve, so that makes it easier.
It was $5, Amazon.
Yeah, all right.
And I had the brilliant idea of like saying I made it and saying selling it for $25. But I thought, no, that's too much.
Well, now you told everybody, so.
Then I told everyone, so there's that.
Yep. Whoops. Now, James, it looks like he asked, is anyone using a viscosity cup? That's actually a really good question. Some people have no idea probably what that is. Louis is like, I don't know. Ryan.
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
I never used it though.
Okay.
Educate us.
Oh, well, what I know of it basically is exactly what it says. You can check the viscosity of your paint prior to spraying. That way, if it's coming out like syrup or water or, mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Get you an idea where it needs to be, because you really should thin it to a viscosity, not just the measurement sometimes. That way you can kind of predict how it's going to spray.
Yeah. It's a metal cup, and it has used to have a bail on them, and you could dip it into the paint that you had mixed, because it's supposed to be clean, all right? You dip it into the paint and you hold it up, and there's a calibrated hole in the bottom of it, and you count how long it takes for that container to empty, and that's an indication of how thick the fluid is. So if your gun requires a 20-second drain or a 25-second drain, whatever it is you're setting it at, then that's what you thin it to when you're mixing it up to spray it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tech Friday night with Dad. I love it.
We got to get him on the new T-shirt.
I've got a viscosity cup. Yeah. It's in storage.
Yeah, good place for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to. What else we got going on? Cam says, "Hey fellas, a little late. Helping a buddy replace a starter on a truck. Ford problems. Ford problems."
Well, actually, I'm surprised he got done that fast and it's actually working. So, not because of him, but it's a Ford. Like
because of Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hate on the Fords. I grew up a Ford person with my dad, so it's hard. But once I got on my own, I didn't stay Ford. I went this way. So, not that far left to being a Dodge person, but
oh no, don't buy a Dodge. So nope.
Great. Are there any Dodge people watching?
I think I just saw 5 people drop off.
Yeah, I won't say. Yeah.
I can't see how many people are actually tuning in.
We got 24 right now.
Wow! All right.
Yeah.
Where's everybody from out there?
James says not a jock strap.
No, that's too small a hole. That's too small.
Good, Dad. Good.
Oh,
Billy says Ford is a 4-letter word.
True.
There you go.
True statement.
I don't know. If I found like a 68 Mustang, I'd be willing to buy it, and just because it's a Mustang classic.
Well, yeah. I have a soft spot for a 65 Mustang. So
65.
That one that you had, was that a
yeah,
65?
65. Yep.
Okay. That was one of those projects you never finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. So.
A beloved of Insomnia says
What?
blessings to the name is beloved Somnia, I guess. The print is super small on this damn laptop. Just says blessings Arrowhead Garage, panel, chat, and viewers.
All right.
Jimmy says definition of dodge is to avoid or stay away.
Yep.
Gus says move to California this summer.
Oh.
He's moving to you moved to California? Okay. Billy Bruce says 65, Brian. Keep it simple garage. Hey Al.
What's up, Al?
Wayne says my brother has a 65 and he's making it into a 4-wheel drive.
Oh no. Well, you see it in Firebirds all the time. I can't say I've seen too many Mustangs done that way. Firebirds and Camaros.
Mopar, my old piggy ain't running.
Yeah, it's an acronym. I like it.
I've never heard that.
I haven't heard that one yet either. So.
Ain't running. Wow. And Beloved says, I love all cars except Isuzu. Why? Wasn't Isuzu in the 80s with that weird guy, Joe Isuzu, who wore the suit?
There was a fella. That was his moniker on the advertisements, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was all about him being just different.
Yeah.
Wayne says, it's a Pony Edition convertible too. I told him he was sad and he should make it back into an original. Yeah.
Well, Pony Edition's kind of cool. So,
although a 4-wheel drive Mustang, that'd be something to take to a Cars and Coffee if you're that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Beloved? Am I saying it right? He's a mobile mechanic.
That's why he doesn't like Isuzu.
Oh, God. Now my son chimes in. He says, my dad is currently restoring a 67 Firebird 400 right now. I'm from New Mexico, Aztec, New Mexico. Thanks, X.
Hey,
Trying to be funny. 10,000 comedians are out of work, and he's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How about that? So Mike's going to make it in maybe. We were going to talk about LS swaps, but he's like the most up-to-date on all that stuff. So I guess we'll open it up. If anyone got something they need to know, we talked about paint guns briefly. That seemed to work out pretty good for a moment. But what else is happening out there?
Questions for any three of us? Pop them in the old chat over there.
Or how not to put transmission fluid in. I'll tell you all about it today. So
James says he made a 65 into a planter once. Where's Glenn? Where's Glenn when you need him? I get a bowl of popcorn and just watch that confrontation all night long.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was about now. I actually forgot. I just
wasn't about the motor being.
Oh, tip back. Yeah, thanks for remembering because I forgot. So. Yeah, that tells you how much it meant. So,
James wants to see your T-shirt, Louie.
Can you see it there?
yeah.
So let's transition into that. That's probably a good segue here.
I think in the back.
Let's
First
see.
Generation Garage. I know that guy.
Yeah.
Firebirds.
So we had someone on Facebook today say that we should put our little cartoon graphic of the four of us on a T-shirt. So if you want a T-shirt, there they are. But with that being said, I believe, Louie, I think I have one of your shirts, don't I, over here? I do.
Yes.
I have that one. If you guys want to buy that, that looks cool. And is the Hey Louie a special? Is that like a limited edition?
That's right.
I see his shirt. This is the pink one there.
Yeah, I think it was limited edition. Yeah. You know what? That's probably over on the other one I've been trying to do. But so I'll go ahead and copy this. We'll bring that over here. Here's a link if you guys want to purchase anything for Louie. And then we will get out of there and go back to here.
You need to put on the back of that shirt, here's Louie.
Yep.
If we could, we would. I know.
Yep. James came up with an idea. We need to put a shirt with all of us on, but where's Glenn? So. Yeah.
James?
Poor Glenn.
So I have a question for Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know that I'm pretty sure you have seen Jonathan put a lot of Firebirds together, either his or somebody else. But how does it feel for you to see your son putting your car together?
I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, you know, there's no way that it's worth for me to buy a car already done by somebody else. You know, I could look at a car and say, gee, that looks good. And, you know, and I might get it for a cheaper price than what this one's going to total out to, you know. But when you consider what I might be getting for my money if I bought one unknown, you know, it's something about that. What was that? Pig unknown something or other? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just don't know what you're going to get. So I really like the fact that it's going to have the video that's provenance for in the future.
Yep.
Although at this point, I don't expect to ever, you know, I don't expect that I'm going to part with it. But,
never know.
You know, you don't know. But that makes the value in it is the video with it for provenance as far as what actually happened to the car. You know, you go to you can go to car shows all car shows all the time, and the guys have their books out. You know what it looked like before they did it. Okay, and those are really cool to do. And this one has a video on it. So yeah, it's a neat history.
Definitely.
I have to agree. Like when I rebuilt that Porsche Boxster back in 19, it was the videos that when I went to sell it, I could say, "Here's what's been done," and there was no guesswork. You saw what's been done to it. You know what's been done, and it made the sell like that.
Yeah,
it's definitely part of the equation.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I think to have one this way. So really.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I seen a lot of pigs with lipstick on, you know.
Yeah, pigs with lipstick. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well.
You know, and you're right, Dad. You don't know exactly what you're getting until either you find it or somebody with a better trained eye will find it. You know, and I shared that with a car I did not too long ago. Everybody saw it and they kind of was like, "Well, what's wrong with it?" You know, there was a whole bunch of things wrong with it. So I really do believe that you're exactly right. Would it cost more the way Jonathan is doing it? Yeah, but it also will last longer, and you know exactly what you have.
Yeah.
You know, than to guess or somebody break the news to you and now you spend money on something you have to redo.
Right. Yeah, I think it's well worth it to do it this way. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. As long as you can keep the transmission fluid in.
And just think, you're just spending your inheritance, John. You're just working away.
At this rate, I'll be paying him to finish it. So.
Well, it'll be good content.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be good.
So I need you to like and subscribe and help support the channel so that I make a little bit of money from YouTube to offset this expensive adventure.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you 27 who are watching, hit the like button right now on this video. Let's keep this show going. We'd like to see 100 people every Friday.
That's we couldn't catch all that fluid, so you know there's at least 2 more quarts of fluid we got to put in it now.
Yep.
So instead of 8 quarts, 6.
Yeah.
So you're saving money.
I can just dent the pan up higher. That reduces the capacity, and I get that hole high enough above the fluid level, it'll stop leaking.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man, son.
Yeah, long line of ideas in here. So, yeah.
Well, I was thinking we could run a self-tapping screw in there, and as long as it hit the filter, it would make like a drain plug. We could
Where's the mute button?
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Cam says, when I bought my 99 Jeep, I tried to get one as stock as possible so I could build it how I wanted it. That's how I learned to set up ring and pinion, and I know what's been done to it. Yeah, absolutely. If you can get it and build it yourself, you know ahead of time what you're dealing with when something goes wrong. And Jason Robert says, I have a question about the repair method on the body bushings to the frame rotting. I bought the frame repair kit. Do you just weld it on top of the frame or over top of the old mounting holes?
I've seen it done both ways. I've seen where they weld it right on top, and it probably works, and it'll hold up for a long time, but you're still creating a pocket for moisture and dirt to sit in. So will it work for the life of the car? These don't see the crappy weather? Sure, and it's probably the easier way. I like to cut it out, double layer the rear section, drill the holes back through it. Midway the firewall, same thing, cut it out, weld it all in, butt weld it, clean it up, and it'll get to the point when it's done. You really have a hard time telling it was repaired. But again, stay in your lane, what your skill set is. Has it been done that way? Yeah. And I think they may show just stacking it on top, even in the directions and burning them in. But it's kind of like this. It's a matter of personal preference, or what do you feel you want your car to look like when it's done. Because most people would never even know you did it that way.
Right.
But the good thing is you're repairing the frame hole. That's the important part.
Yep. Oh, Mike's here.
Oh, did he show up?
Mikey's here.
How's traffic?
That does not look like the garage, Mike. No, we can't hear you, Mike.
Mike,
Audio, Mike.
we can't hear you, buddy.
He's choosing not to listen. So. Well, at least he showed up. So.
Right. That's what, half a point?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll play like whose line is it anyway, where the points don't matter.
Right. I liked that show back in the early 2000s.
I think it was fantastic back in the day. So.
Greg and Dharma.
Yeah.
I like that show too. But Mikey, is that giving you any kind of time to work on that? You got caught in the snow. Yeah, Bill. Yeah.
And James says he was busy talking to Glenn. That's why Mike was late. So.
Cracker says, if any of you guys want to get your numbers narrowed down, it is a great way to do it. Not sure how accurate it is.
Yeah, he made a comment about his Camaro. I didn't get to read it for the screen scrolls. So I missed it. So.
Okay. It looks like he said, I have a hot rod, and this is the only car I have that is bone stock and very happy with the outcome. Did I miss one? Oh, so I got to wondering how rare my 79 Camaro Z28 is this morning. So I got to Googling it around and used Gemini, took a picture of my cow tag, and decoded my car for me. I'm ecstatic.
Oh.
So tell us more.
Yeah, what's this Gemini thing? I'm not familiar with that.
That's that AI thing.
Oh.
Like Chat GTP or Chat RJP QRS, whatever.
Oh. Well, that sounds fancy.
Plus, I don't know. So, Cracker, tell us some more. Wilder's here.
All right.
Mike, any no?
Sign language, Mike. Sign language. No, not that finger.
Hey, he can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to disconnect Mike and come back on? Okay.
I understand what that means yes. So
he's gone. He's gone.
he quit. What a quitter.
Wilder says, "Hey guys."
He wants to come over and take a transmission pan off and weld it back together, because trying to find an ST300 transmission pan ought to be a whole lot of fun. So.
You can't just go to Jake's?
Probably not.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah. I'll look, but I have a sneaky feeling the answer is no. So I don't know. I might surprise myself. We'll check. But I kind of wanted to actually run this tomorrow. I got the exhaust laid out. I was going to put the exhaust on it and then put coolant in it. I got power steering fluid in. So far, it's stayed in where it belongs. So I was hoping to get the camshaft broke in.
Well, I think you should do what Dad said. Just put a self-tapper up in there.
Yeah. Well, you get under there and weld it.
Temporarily, John. Temporarily.
Wink. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 years later, what's that?
Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
You'll bleed everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike's not back yet. That's kind of scaring me.
I think he must have got lost again. So
maybe he's stuck in traffic again.
Yeah.
That happens.
VHP says, I'm currently working on a 73 Pantera full steel body wide kit, 351 Cleveland, will be replaced by something else. Okay.
Dang, James.
What do I call him? Hi. James.
Yep.
See if I missed anybody else. Who said that? Wait. Beloved says, think of the like button as if it's your favorite vehicle. Smash it.
Okay.
Kind of scary, but okay.
What's your number at now? People hanging out with us.
23.
Oh.
But speaking of numbers, Louis is Mr. 2500.
Oh, he's gonna retire now. He's exceeded his expectations.
Yeah, I can officially retire.
Mm-hmm. James, he has to cut down on gummies apparently. Cracker says, so if you guys still look at any cars to buy or want a narrative, your production numbers down, you can take a picture of the cal tag and send it to Gemini and it'll do it for you. Yeah, I've done that with other parts as well. Like someone says, I have a this is from a whatever year or model. Go into AI and it will tell you yes or no.
Wow.
Here comes Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Hey,
Nope. Can't hear nothing. Nope.
That's just indicative of how my whole day has gone right there.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
It's not Friday the 13th, is it?
It's 14th. Yeah, well, day off.
Very close. Yeah.
Daylight savings time.
Sorry, guys. It was an adventure. So.
Is it snowing back there yet, Mike?
Yep. Yeah, it was snowing today too. On top of all of that, I'm rolling down the road and looking in the mirror and thought I saw something funny on the trailer. Going about 75 miles an hour.
Oh.
And then you start seeing some stuff coming off the side. Yep, shredded a tire. Completely took it right off the bead. It was awesome. So, yeah, it's been a great day. So, how you guys today?
Fantastic.
Fabulous.
Sorry about this. And then getting home and the traffic. We call it the Great Flatty Migration, where everybody from Massachusetts decides they need to be in New Hampshire every weekend.
You mean those mass holes?
Exactly. Flatties. Anyway, so how we doing?
Yeah.
How's the painting coming, Brian?
Fenders are done. Hood is done.
Okay.
Not 100% perfect like Barrett Jackson, but I think it's going to pass mustard.
It's sandable.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're red. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
It's
that?
one color again.
Yeah. It's one color. And then I'll do the door jams and the trunk jam this weekend if the rain doesn't hit us.
Rain.
What's that? Do you guys get rain there?
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain Sunday night all the way to Thursday.
Oh.
Was it going to cool down to like 90?
The temperature is supposed to drop down to 62.
Oh, man. What are you going to do?
I've already gotten my big coat out.
Get your long underwear out?
My parka, my snow boots. Yeah. It's going to be horrible. So and if the humidity will stay below 40%, I'll paint. But if it doesn't, then I'll put my snowshoes on and go tracking.
Nice.
But it's a hot rain. Yeah, thanks, James. Yeah, 62. And that's the high is 62.
Yeah.
Not the low.
Kind of day. Yeah.
It'll get down to like 30. I'll have frost on the windshield for about 10 seconds.
Frost? What's that?
That white stuff?
Yeah, frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already scraped windows. I've already moved snow. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been cold here too. Very cold. But.
Yep.
I'm gonna feel it next week at 62.
62, man. My heart bleeds for you.
I know. Thanks.
If it was 62 out, I wouldn't even turn the heat on in the garage.
Yeah, that's right.
The heat's gonna be cranked up at 62.
Yeah, it's about 68 here right now. So.
Really?
Yeah, we got a heat wave that came back through, melted all the snow off. So.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it got cold enough, got rid of all the mosquitoes. So that's a good thing.
There you go.
We've had mosquitoes this year really bad for some reason.
Ups and downs.
So Cracker says, Mike, what have you made any progress on your LS build? And that's what we're kind of wanting to talk about.
Sure. I've been working. So because of the weather, I've been trying desperately to get the frame done so I can get it in and out of the paint booth before I have to tuck the boat in there for the winter. So that's what's on my agenda for this weekend. So for this weekend, I got to get the frame done, get it cleaned up, get it painted, pull it out of the paint booth, and then I can start putting stuff away for real, which would be nice. But anyway, so no, I haven't done much more with the LS for the truck, but that is coming up. I'm starting to accumulate parts for it. First thing I got to do is so this if you're not aware, this came out of a 2003 Crapalanche, John. And it had 150,000 miles on it.
Oh, it just broke in.
So. Yeah, I know. For an LS, yeah, for sure.
Uh-huh.
So I pulled the motor. It was running. It ran fine. Started up nice. I pulled the motor out, but I am going to run through on the engine stand and do like a compression test, check it all out, make sure that it is savable or usable, right?
Right.
Then there's a lot of cleaning and trying to get it to a presentable state. But if the compression's wacky, or I had good oil pressure, I had 60 psi, so that was good. So then I got into the whole dilemma: do I rebuild it? Do I leave it alone? And I kind of came down with the fact that I started looking what it would take to rebuild it. Now, I've built a lot of motors through the years, but I can buy a long block from Summit, 450 horsepower, for $3,500. Can I build it for that? I don't know. Right? That's a hard sell.
Yep.
So, that's kind of where my head's at with it right now. But I will be getting to it. My intention is to do an aftermarket intake on it. This was going to be a budget build, but
no such thing.
That's out the window, as most of the time. So I'm going to do like an Aces mid-rise intake for it. That is intakes are a whole thing with LSs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what you used, Jonathan. I think I remember you used one of the stock ones, didn't you?
I used the stock truck intake, but kind of modified it, cleaned it up, and just like smooth it up some, because the stock truck intake for the older engines was the best one besides the Trailblazer intake.
Right.
If you're talking about stock plastic ones, but that's kind of where it's at.
Yeah, I used on the Firebird, I used the stock LS3 one, which is not quite as good as the truck ones, because the truck ones, they could get longer runners on them. And that's why they stand up a little taller. So on this one, like I said, I was just kind of trying to get more of a traditional look. So I was looking at doing like the throttle body that looks like a carburetor on the 4-barrel type setup. So that's kind of the way I'm heading with it, but we'll get into all that when it comes along. But yeah, it's just, to me, it's interesting that what you can buy long blocks for now in crate motors compared to, what it costs to build them. I'm
Right.
not sure how you can justify building one at this point.
Yeah, between parts, labor, and time. Right.
Right. And machine work, right? You guys just ran into that. Machine work's not cheap. And they get a lot of time into it. So,
and harder to find a good shop.
They'll do it in a timely manner.
Yeah, right. I have a very good machine shop. I've used them for years. I used to do all my machine work for my racing motors, and really great shop. But I talked to him, and he's like, dude, for what you can buy a long block for, he says, the machine work's going downhill fast because people just, unless they're doing like Pontiacs, which you can't get, crate motors, he said that's where that business is gone.
Wow. That's good to know and bad to know at the same time.
It is. It's kind of a changing dynamic, right? I mean, I was like, oh yeah, I'll build my first LS. I mean, I've built 100 small blocks, but I've never built an LS. Let's just do that. And then I'm gonna start doing the math, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Now, I'm glad I have the donor vehicle because there's a lot of stuff you're gonna get off that motor and all everything, the accoutrements that you need, and that's worth what you pay. But I don't know what it's like in your area, but for us, like a 5.3, millions of those things, and you can buy one for with reasonable mileage for $500.
Yeah, they'll almost pay you to take away around here.
Yeah,
I bought engine, transmission, ECM, all accessories on the front of the engine still, and the harness 100% complete, undamaged. I think I bought the whole thing. I did my car for $700.
Yeah.
And that was transmission, everything from end to end. So
right, yeah, that's a full swap kit.
Research this week in Phoenix, and it was about $500 to $600 for a 5.3 LS motor here in Phoenix.
And they're good motors. I mean,
yep.
The 5.3 really doesn't have a whole lot over the 6.0. I mean,
no.
You see all kinds of these, head-to-head things where they're like, oh, I'm going to build a 6.0, he's going to build a 5.3, and we're going to. At the end of the day, they're pretty damn similar.
Yeah,
right. It's not measurable. It's not significant. No. Certainly not.
But the money, though, you spent is, and the time spent getting one is.
Yeah. So like a 6.0 around here, like an iron block 6.0 is about $1,000. And then an LS3 is $2,000. So with an aluminum block. So, the 6.2s, they're more money, but the aluminum block ones, you get a lot more horsepower to weight ratio. It's just a better equation all the way around.
Yeah. Well, there's arguments on aluminum though that say you make more power with cast iron, it just weighs more.
Yeah, you can make more power. It's more rugged, and it'll stand up to boost more.
Yep.
None of which I care about. I don't boost.
Precisely. Well, these are some of the things that LS people like to talk about.
Oh yeah. Oh, they get into the boost, and they.
Ring gap and boost.
Huge ring gaps, and I'm like, ring gap? What the hell is a huge ring gap? Screw that. Yep. Let's make it right. So, I just get to a point where, I do like the LS motors. I think it's the next evolution. There's no better bang for the buck. I mean, there really isn't right now as far as horsepower to dollars.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But there's millions of them, and that's why. And you know what? Good small blocks are becoming a little hard to find. They really are used.
Yep. Well used at this point now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been rebuilt 2 or 3 times, so they're already bored out to 60 over?
Yeah, right.
At this 60. Point in time? Yeah.
Paper thin cylinder walls. Mm-hmm. And I watched a really interesting thing on YouTube a couple weeks ago about the history of the Chevy small blocks, right up from the 265 all the way up through and into the LS in the Gen 5s, now Gen 6 and 7s. And it was really kind of interesting how it kind of went and then hung right on the what they're calling Gen 2 small blocks, which is your regular small block Chevys, the 350s and all that. And they stayed there for the longest time and fought all the different emission stuff and all this other crap. And they didn't really advance much until they started getting into the Gen 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting documentary, really. But, you know, I don't have a problem putting LSs in, and I don't know why anybody would. I mean, I understand that the computers can be a little intimidating, but is what it is. The thing that's interesting to me is, like, okay, you take a 55 Chevy pickup, right? So the same person that would say, "Oh, you ruin it if you put an LS in it," is okay with you putting a 350 in it. Neither of them are the same, right? Both of them were decades after that truck was made.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just, it's history, it's nostalgia. I get it, you know, and it, I truly understand it. But, you know, I personally, I'm enjoying working with the LS because it's something new, it's something different, it's something challenging.
So here's a question, Mike. If you had to go and find an original 55 motor, what would it take?
So the original 55 motors were 265 V8s or the 235 straight six. That was it. That was your choices.
Mm-hmm.
And to source one of those today.
Yeah, well, you can source those. I mean, a 283, which came along in 57, those are, I just threw one away. Like a friend of mine gave me a 283 that came all numbers matching out of a 57 Chevy. And before my dad passed away, I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to buy this motor, send it up to you, build it." You know, trying to give him something to do and keep him busy. And he's like, "Don't do it." He says, you can't give away a 283 rebuilt for anywhere near $1,000 these days. Nobody wants them. And I'm like, a numbers matching 57 Chevy 283, nobody would want it? And he's like, no. And I started researching. He was absolutely right. So if any small block, there's the 302s are still very hard to find, but the 327s are still quite popular. The 350s are popular because that's what everybody makes the big motors out of. But you know, the smaller stuff it's boat anchors now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
so it's cheaper to do the LS swap.
Oh yeah, way cheaper.
Okay,
way cheaper. Like if I was speccing that 283, and even to do that 283 was going to be like $2,500 to $2,800 parts and machine work. And
wow,
who's going to use it? They're great motors. They really are. 283 was an awesome motor, but nobody wants it.
I've heard this is going to rock the boat here some. Now, this is only a rumor. I think it's substantiated yet, but Pontiac engine parts. We just talk about engine parts and 283 stuff, but Pontiac stuff. A lot of the manufacturers, I was told, they're going to stop making bearings and pistons, and
really,
you're going to have a hard time finding them. So now, of course, I just put a scare in everybody. So I've been debating buying a couple sets of 10 over bearings just to have them sitting around, because I have a GTO engine to build. I have a potential 400 Firebird to build, and if that becomes true, then I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend the money, but I don't want to not have the parts when I need them. So if not, I guess I'll be doing LS swaps. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
and
what I thought of.
Mike Jacobs just brought up a great point. There's a lot of support for the LS platform. Everybody's making LS stuff now.
Yep.
There's a dozen companies making the computers that auto learn. You don't have to, unless you're going really stupid, you don't need to tune it. You just slap the damn thing in and it learns it, figures it out, and goes. There's just a lot to it. So I also learned something this week. So the mission I was on today, I went and bought another truck.
Called an addiction, Mike.
I got vehicle acquisition syndrome, VAS. Anyway, I bought a 57 Chevy pickup. And it had in it, for a motor, it wasn't the straight six 235. it was a GMC straight six, which was completely different. And the GMCs had 248, 270, and 302s for straight sixes. And GMC went all the way up to over 500 in straight sixes for the commercial rigs, like the school buses and that crap. Those were all GMC straight sixes. It looks different than a Chevrolet, but they're a lot harder to find. So I don't know if there's any value in that or not, but I'm doing some research on it. The one I got was a 270. But, I'm like, GMC made their own motors? I didn't even know.
Well, one of those GMC trucks back in the day in the mid-50s had Pontiac engines in them.
Yep.
56, 57, somewhere around there. So.
Oh, Mike, we lost your audio.
I think he said something bad there.
He's got censored.
Cheat. I think he said
So
cheat.
hit the censor button. I know it.
No. Damn it, Mike. Mike, check your mic.
Yep.
Yep. Boo.
All right. You want me to kick you out, Mike?
Nope. How about now?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey.
For some reason, it was getting audio through my phone, and when I picked it up, it shut it off.
Boo.
Having a day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the GMCs were also using Buicks, right?
Well, I don't know. That may be. I know they did some weird stuff in the 50s and 60s. So.
In the 70s during the engine strike. Remember when GM's engine makers went on strike? They were putting anything and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I was. They were putting Oldsmobile rocket motors in Chevrolets, you name it, anything.
Yep.
James says Canadian-built Chevys had Pontiac engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Canadian-built Pontiacs for Chevy bodies. So.
Really?
They had. It looks like a Chevelle that was at the.
Yeah, what was that called?
I can't remember. 69 or 68 Chevelle. Was it Pontiac?
I saw it on that. There was a TV show.
Yeah, Rush Brothers did.
Rush Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't remember the name of it now. So those guys are interesting. Those Rush Brothers. They got this beautiful shop. They build these neat cars, and they drive them right through the mud to get them out.
Yeah. And then come to find out they built the shop where they weren't supposed to build the
It's
shop.
not permitted to have it.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
Yep. Well, that's probably being on TV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
A lot of exposure.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah. So no, that was an interesting point. I grew up on the Canadian frontier on the border. And for us, when we were racing, we always were looking for the Canadian carburetors, the Canadian intakes, the Canadian heads, because they were all just a little bit different and they all had better flow and no emissions. Mm-hmm. So when we were racing, that's what we were looking for. And they had some really nice Canadian 2-barrel intakes for the small block Chevys, but they also had an aluminum one that looked just like the steel one. So we get that painted up, put it on there, it looked like a steel one.
No one never.
Did you ever take the brake lathe dust and mix it in the paint so it passed the magnet test?
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I heard rumors. I would have never done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm kind of I'm a believer in the LS swap, and I got to tell you that Firebird runs so nice. It just, you touch the key and it just jumps to life and all kinds of power.
There's definitely advantages to it. I won't disagree. I've had both, and I like my LS swap bird, but I do like my old Pontiacs too.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I'm not sure I would poo-poo anything really. I mean, there's many different generations of Chevy motors. There's many generations of GM motors, right? Whatever you do, right? It's you build your rig. You build what's built right for you.
Yep, and, exactly. It's your ride. So.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I will say this. My first car was a 56 Chevy wagon my uncle gave me. And that had a 283 in it. It was from a 1962 pickup or something, but it had a 283. Great running little motor. my dad had built a 350. So I'm like, oh, let's swap them out, Dad. We'll put the 350 in the Chevy. I put I'm thinking there's going to be a big horsepower gain. Nope. I could hardly tell the difference with a 4-barrel carburetor on it. I could hardly tell. Hardly tell. Holy shit. 71 Camaro with a 632 big block. Woo. Oh, man. Cool. 283s, but not sure on what year.
Nope.
Jimmy says the Canadian Chevelles were called Beaumonts.
Beaumonts,
yes,
yep.
That's it. Yep. So the 6.2 did have some versions that had variable timing and displacement on demand, but it's very easy to take out.
Yeah, eliminate that.
Yep. Delete on that. You don't want that.
Now the new stuff's direct injected though.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I get into that though. I like it, but I'm not sure if I get into that. So.
Right. That's like boat motors. Boat motors are direct injection now. Like I have a 2-stroke Mercury motor, and it has an injector for air and an injector for fuel. No valves.
Oh.
It's like, it's wacky. It doesn't sound like much fun to me, but yeah, the Novas were Acadians. I remember that. Yep. Beaumont.
The Beaumont.
Yeah. You got any trivia for tonight, boys?
I'm working on one if Mike will check his phone.
Oh, been tripping almost an hour and someone was asking. So.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Elrod. He's got a couple cool toys too. So.
Yeah, I enjoyed having him on last week. That was cool.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so trivia. We still need a sponsor. Like we need like Firebird Central or Camaro Central.
Or
Screaming Chicken? How about Screaming Chicken products?
Yeah, Screaming Chicken, that works. Whoever.
Or L&L Pontiac.
Yeah. There you go.
L&L Pontiac. There, buddy. They'll drop ship right to your door. So we were talking about how GMC used Pontiac engines in their trucks during the late 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1957, what Pontiac motor did GMC put in their trucks? What size?
And that was because GMC did not have a V8.
Right.
For them to compete, they used the Pontiac V8s.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know they had them in there, and they painted them red too. That's all I can remember.
Anyone? Bueller?
Bueller.
Bill O'Brien says 389. Not correct, Bill.
No. 312, 314, 3 something, 3. What the 260? I don't remember. I don't know.
We've stumped a lot of. Well, I didn't know until I looked it up.
Is that one of those AI answers?
Yep.
So is it proven to be
Is it a real answer?
It looks right.
It also says that Toyota helped develop the motor.
What?
Joking. Kidding. Calm down.
I'm still pissed off. Toyota's in NASCAR.
What was it? Is it Camry? Is that what they race?
Yeah, and Pontiac and Buick and all those guys got out. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, that was about the Pontiac flipped the switch off. Toyota stepped in. I said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
It was a V8 motor. I'll give you that. Or they said, I think it was a V8.
V8, yeah.
And this kind of falls back to the conversation we had a few month or two ago about how each of the 3 GM branches or 4 GM branches had similar size motors, similar ranges. And it always made me wonder, why? You know, they always had something around 350 and something around
455,
307.
454.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all very similar sizes. And I still don't understand why that was.
Well, we have a winner.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
PHP 347.
Oh.
Do you remember that, Dad?
Nope.
No.
And they also say that some of them, GMC badged it as slightly different. So like in 55, the 287, they badged as 288.
Just to make it different.
Yeah, it was probably 287.3, and they're like, us 288.
Almost rounded up.
Bigger.
Pontiac rounded down, GMC rounded up. So
That must have been a time to be in the mix of the automotive world of GM.
yeah.
Because in modern days, we see it as just one company.
Yeah.
With just the Malibu is the same as the G6, is the same as a, blah, blah, blah.
The A body, G body, F body,
Yeah.
X body. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Not really much of a big difference.
Yep. Crapalier and Sunfires. So.
Those Sunfires.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I guess we've reached the 1 hour mark, guys.
What do you mean? We're just getting started.
Well, maybe you did.
You gonna stay on?
I'm sorry, man.
It's the Mike show. It's the After Mike show.
Yeah. What a mess.
The late show with Mike. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. The late show with Mike.
I know
All right, so-
Buick also used to put a lot of their motors in Jeeps. Like the V8s and Jeeps were Buick.
Huh.
From the factory?
Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. And I know that because like the bell housings and that stuff was really sought after because people wanted to grab those adapter plates so they could put like Oldsmobile motors in Jeeps and stuff like that.
Ah. All right, then. All right, so next week, gentlemen.
Yeah. I'll be on time too, I promise.
Wink,
Mhm.
wink.
Wink.
Sure.
Sure.
Hey, I had to buy a truck. I'm sorry.
You had to buy a truck.
Priorities.
Now,
Yes.
the real question is, what did you buy the wife?
The real question is, does the wife know about it yet?
Well, she will after tonight. Mike, I watched that show. You bought another damn truck.
No, she's on a trip with some girlfriends, so she's out having a good time. She's not watching us. Trust
You're
me.
safe. You are so
Oh,
safe.
the cat's away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we know why he had to go tonight.
Yes, yes.
Had to be done.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now I understand. It all makes sense now.
It's all coming around.
I still don't have as many as Louis. That's all I'm going to say.
That you're telling anybody about.
Louis, you have what, 6 birds now? 6?
6, yeah.
Come on, it's more than 6.
You have enough parts to probably build 10.
Does that count the one under the deck?
yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see that episode of Coach where Coach and Dauber buy Harleys and they're hiding them from their wives? It's like they're hiding underneath the porch and they're like, "We're free, Dauber, we're free."
Until the wifey finds it.
Don't answer it.
It's all fun and games.
All right, gentlemen. John and Dad, good luck on that oil pan in the
Yeah.
transmission.
Yep.
Louis,
You guys got this. You got this.
Yeah.
I'm getting door jams if the weather cooperates with me tomorrow. And Mike's apparently going to be covering a new truck up.
Cleaning, and more cleaning.
Yep. Camouflage. She'll never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring it home. I left it at a friend's house tonight. I just
Smart.
dropped the trailer and ran.
Ooh.
That bad, huh?
Smart. Well, I know Louis has space in his bird cage.
If I was closer, it would have already been in there.
Oh.
It's the
Yeah.
perfect place to hide things. You could throw shit in there and she'd never know. Especially if it's a Firebird, it would just blend in.
So just threw out a great idea for next weekend's show is lessons learned on painting Firebirds.
Sure.
I think we can do that since I'm in the middle of it and we're all in the middle of it right now.
Yep. Yep. I think it's good.
That's a good
Great
idea for next week. We'll work on that, guys.
Yep.
Come up with something. All right, gentlemen. thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Friday.
Yeah.
And we will do this next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Sounds good to me.
5 p.m. for us Arizona folks.
That many? So, yeah.
Batman?
This many?
This many. That many.
This
How old
many?
are you? That many.
Yeah, this many? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
All right,
Stay
you
warm,
kids.
Brian. Stay warm.
I will. I'm going to get out my parka. Fire up the oil heater in here.
Yep, sounds great.
62.
Boo.
All right, guys, get out of here.
All right. Good night.
Hey,
Go have dinner.
bye. Yes.